Hello and welcome. Another scrap clay idea for you today. Grab your fun supplies and let's do it. You'll need several different colors of scrap clay. I've chosen 5 different colors for this project. You can use as many or as few as you want to. Personally, I think the more the better. It'll give your project variety and lots of color. And it's always interesting to see how it'll turn out. You'll want to make one of your piles of scrap clay the centerpiece, and the others will be the ones that you wrap around the centerpiece. Start with the pile that you want to be the center. If you have large pieces in there, just break them up so they're smaller, and then mix them up. And then you'll want to press all the pieces together and form it into a tube shape. I'm working with some very old pieces of scrap clay, so they're kind of dried out, but it will still work for this project. If your clay is a little bit dry, you can always mix it up. You just don't want to overmix it, then the clay becomes muddy. Once you've worked it into a tube shape, cut off the ends, and then we'll set that aside for now. For the remainder piles of scrap clay, you'll want to roll them out flat. Again, make sure all of your large pieces are broken up and that your pile is well mixed. And then roll, roll, roll. And again, this pile is a little bit dry. Unfortunately, I'll have to mix it a little bit more than I want to, but I think that the end result will still be very nice. Please stay tuned until the end. I did make 10 pairs of earrings from this project, and hopefully it'll give you some ideas and inspire you to make your own. And fold it, and roll it, and fold it, and roll it. And you get the idea? I think this thickness will be just perfect. Now I'll repeat with the other piles of scrap clay. I did roll them all out by hand with my roller, and they're all roughly the same thickness. Take your rolled up piece of clay, and then roll it up in each of the flattened pieces. You'll want to alternate colors to give it variety. As you're rolling it up, gently press into the clay so that it leaves a mark and you'll know where to cut. Gently roll it into place, and then cut off any excess clay. Gently roll it to get out the air bubbles and to join the two pieces together. As you're rolling, you can push in the sides so that it doesn't become too long. Continue alternating between the different colors. Just keep alternating colors until you run out of clay. Now that I'm done, it's time to gently roll it out. If you're enjoying this video or finding anything useful in it, please hit that subscribe button and join the party. Chop off the bad ends. Cut off a small section and set that to the side. And then continue rolling, reducing the size just a little bit. Again, cut off any bad ends, and then cut off a small section and set it aside. Again, roll it out, reducing its thickness, and continue going until you have as many pieces as you want, or you run out of clay. And these are all my sizes. I'd have to say that I really enjoy doing these scrap clay projects. You really just don't know what you're going to end up with, and I think that's the beauty in it. Sorry, I was trying to find the right angle to cut for both you and for me. Take each section and slice it up. You don't want the slices to be too thick. I would say this is just about the thickness of a quarter. Repeat with all of your sections. And then take a solid piece of clay and roll it out. I'm using translucent, but you can use whatever you would like. And then begin placing on your circular discs. You can actually do them a couple different ways. You can lay them all flat, flush up against each other. Make the pattern as random as possible, just varying the different sizes beside each other. Or you can make it to where the pieces have small gaps in between them, so you can see the background color. Or you can place them on top of the gaps to give it a layered look. Personally, I'm going to make all the pieces flush together. I don't want the background showing through, and I don't want any pieces stacked on top of each other. And then keep going until you have all of your pieces used. And this is what it looks like before I roll it out in a minute. I kind of like it. It looks all pebbly, like stones. If you wanted to, you could probably stop there. These would make a lot of pretty pieces, but I do plan on burnishing my piece. I'm using this sandwich baggie. I've cut off the zipper and cut open each side so it lays flat. Lay it on top of your piece and then smooth out any wrinkles. And then use your roller and gently rub across the top. You don't want to press too hard. You're not trying to roll it out. You're just trying to join all the pieces and make it smooth. Be sure to roll from all different angles and directions. The nice thing about using the baggie is that it won't smudge your piece. It'll flatten without distorting. And just keep going until you've removed all of the ridges and bumps and it's all nice and smooth. And when I'm done. Ooh, it's so pretty. Overall, I'd have to say I like this. I enjoy how the colors came out, the shape and pattern. And up next are all the pieces I made with it. Thank you so much for watching!